Hey everybody, it's Robbie from Detroit, driver. Today is a special day. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, and today I am going to review my dad's 1963 Corvette Stingray convertible. This car is just super fun and so many people love it, including myself. So we'll do an in-depth tour, walk around. I'll show you all the cool features of this car, and at the end we'll take it for a drive. I will attempt to drive stick shift, which I haven't done in a while, and it's especially difficult with a car that's over almost 60 years old actually. So lots of fun, and let's do it. All right, so here we are at the front of the car. Again, this is the 1963 Corvette Stingray convertible. Now, the first thing you notice, first thing everybody notices when they look at this car is the color. So this is a beautiful and sort of rare color called Saddle Tan Metallic. It's sort of this bronze chrome looking color, and of course we have all those metallic sparks. What I love about it is, as you can see in the light, it totally shifts color based on the angle that you're looking at, which is just super awesome. A lot of the Corvettes from this time were featured in the classic colors of red, blue, and white and black, and not a lot in this. So everybody sort of loves this color, including me. If we look from the front, we have our Corvette logo here. We also have these chrome bumpers, which are pretty sweet. Actually, you'll see a lot of chrome elements throughout the car, so I guess I'll touch on those right now. So we have chrome wheels. We have a chrome sort of sill that runs along the base of the car. Obviously our logos have chrome, and we have the windshield wiper sort of grates in chrome. A lot of these will actually be in the normal car color, but I actually really like them in chrome. We only have one mirror, which is right here. We don't have one on the other side, and again, that's in chrome, and our door handles are in chrome. This is where the convertible top goes in, and as we look along, our back bumpers also are in chrome. We even have chrome sort of surrounding the outside of the taillights back here, which is pretty cool. So we'll make our way back to the front of the car because there's still a lot to go over. So for those of you that are avid Corvette enthusiasts, you will realize that this is a 1963 car, but the hood does not look like the 1963 models. You would be correct. This is a 1964 hood. Basically, the big difference is that on the 63, there's some vents. I think they're actually fake vents that make the styling of the car look a little different. But other than that, everything on this car is 1963, which I just love this period of Corvettes. I mean, in the early 60s, when this is from, obviously, late 50s, sort of all those different eras, C1, C2, a lot of the model years, the cars actually looked different each model year. You know, these years, the C8, I mean, from 2020 to, or 2021 to whatever they're gonna build, you're not gonna notice that much of a difference unless there's different trim levels. But here, each year was different, which I think is really cool. So that's sort of the big difference between this car and what a all original 63 would look like. Now, the 1963 is famous more particularly for the coupe, because it has that split window in the back, which everybody sort of craves. So there's a lot of talk and buzz around the 1963, but my dad really was like, you know, we're in Michigan, we want to drive this car only in the summer, obviously, and in the summer you really want a convertible. So you know, we went with the convertible, which is, I mean, I still think it looks absolutely epic, which is awesome. So then to finish up sort of the front, I just love all the design elements, all the styling. I mean, we have all these lines that go throughout the car, all these cutouts, and even on the sides, we have those there. Now, something really cool is that the headlights actually fold down, so you can see right now that they're flush with the body, which is pretty cool. But then later, I guess right now I'll show you how to put those up. So if you go inside the car, you can see headlights up here, and then if we just do that, then you can see them sort of folding up right now, which is really cool. And then if we look back, we can see now that they're up. It's kind of cute looking at you like that, to be honest. So again, we have chrome around the headlights, which actually is not very common with these cars. but I just think it fits so well with the rest of the chrome on the car, which is pretty awesome. So we'll put those back down though. Again, you just kind of do that by either pulling or pushing this button, and they'll go down. And if you actually want to turn on the headlights, you just pull this switch. So that's pretty cool. But we'll finish the outside and then get to the inside of the car. So what else on the outside? Obviously the handles here, you push this button to open it. Everything, you know, obviously this car is almost 60 years old, so everything's very manual, very tactile, which is actually pretty fun. We have our antenna here. This is actually where the gas goes. So if I can get my fingers under here and lift that up, then that's where you can put your gas in. And let's push that back down. We have an emblem here that says Corvette Stingray, really cool. And then we have two of these taillights on either side. Again, sort of wrapped in chrome everywhere, which is just super cool. Then here also you get those taillights, or tailpipes, sorry, exhaust pipes. And we have a historical plate on this car. I think that about sums up the outside. Again, you can see here that that there's no mirror on this side. We talked about the headlights, but now we'll look at two different things. First, let's look at the engine. So I got to figure out how to open the engine. I don't really remember. Oh, there's a hood release down here. So what you do is you pull that, and then you can lift this up to expose that beautiful engine. So Corvette V8 looks like 340 horsepower. Helps me out there to tell you guys what to do. I don't really know a lot about engines to tell you what everything is in here, but I mean, you don't need to know a lot about engines to realize how beautiful this looks. And there it is with the engine cover up. Actually, what we'll do to be pretty cool is I'll open both doors, and then I'll open, this is the convertible release. So there's a switch down here that you'll see me pull like that, pull it towards you, and this pops up like that. This exposes the convertible top here, and we'll open the door here, and now it looks like a Koenigsegg in Transformers mode. Pretty cool. But let's see, I'll close this, and then we'll actually look at the convertible roof. I will put this down so I actually can close this properly without breaking anything. All right, so now that I got the hood down, let's talk about this convertible roof. So 1963, that's almost 60 years ago, so we do not have a power convertible roof. So what you do is, let's see if I can even do this one hand. I probably can't, but this can go up. I'll actually put my GoPro on the ground and we'll sort of film this trying to go up. All right, so I'm going to show you how to put the convertible roof up. So first what we'll do is I'll unlock the door, and then I'll have to pull the switch like I showed you before to undo this. So you just pull that up, and then the convertible roof is in here. So to get that out, you'll just have to pull up like this. A little easier with two people, obviously, but then you just manually pull it up like that, and then you'll want to pull up this back end, so then you can put this top back down, like that. Then, as you'll see, you can take this, and you'll fold back down, and these divots right there go into those holes. So you just do that, push that all the way down there, go on the other side, make sure that locks in there too. Then when you move inside the car, you have these locks up here. So actually you're gonna want that that lock to go in there, and then you just hook that on there and put the car, lock that there, and then go around to the other side and you do the same exact thing. Again, make sure that's aligned. Then you push this, and voila, your convertible top is up, and now you're safe from the rain or the elements or whatever you want to do. So I put the top back down because, you know, that's just so much cooler of how to do this. But we will now look at the interior. You just push that button to unlock the door, and then you step in. But before I step in, let's talk about kind of what we noticed. So this steering wheel is huge. This car does not have power steering, so actually having that big wheel helps a little bit. You can notice on the door here, we have a little armrest. This is what you pull to unlock the door so you can get out. And these are 2 manual windows. Yes, this car does not have power windows, and many people from my generation don't know life without them, but here we are, and it's pretty exciting. So what you just do is you roll this up, and then as you twist that, you can see the window going up, and as you move it down, the window goes down. Same thing on both sides. This one similarly, but it works for that side window there. Again, sort of before we sit down, we have all this storage here. Actually, if I lift this up again, you can see the storage in the back. So nice thing about Corvettes is they have storage. They're actually a more practical sports car. Not a lot of storage, obviously, especially with the roof down, sort of limited, but still more than like a Ferrari or a McLaren or anything like that. So that's pretty cool. But now I think we'll actually get in the car. Beautiful leather seats, super comfortable actually, and we'll get in. So obviously you can tell now the steering wheel is huge. We have all these analog displays, which are pretty cool. So we have our speed, our revs over here, our fuel level, battery life, oil and temperature up there. Again, this is the headlight switch, the lights to turn on. Here's your windshield wipers. This is a power lighter outlet that you can use. We plug a GPS in there, which is pretty cool. What else? Again, the hood release we talked about. I don't really know what these 2 do actually. Don't want to break it to find out. We have our parking brake, which you can just pull to engage, and then if you want to disengage, you twist and push back in like that. A radio here. It is sideways. Obviously, I don't think it could fit if it was normal, but we have a clock here, speaker here, and then some air vents there. As we look, we have carpeting all around, which is actually pretty cool. And then we have a glove box that says Corvette Stingray on there, and a little glove box that folds down so you can actually store some stuff, which is pretty cool. Again, passenger side door pretty similarly. You'll notice that there aren't over-the-shoulder seat belts. Instead, we have these lap belts, so it's just sort of like an airplane where you lock them in like that and pull tight. So pretty exciting. What else? So as we look down, we have our gear shifter. This is a 4-speed manual car, obviously, so we have accordingly 3 different pedals: the clutch here, the brake here, and the gas on the right. I don't even know, this is just more storage, I guess. But something that's actually cool that obviously this car wasn't designed for is phone storage, because they didn't have cell phones back in the 60s. But I have an iPhone 12, and as you can see, it sort of fits perfectly right here. It'll slide side to side a little bit, but based on this notch here and the notch down here, it just sort of fits there, which is actually pretty cool. But you have no armrest, no storage there, unfortunately, but just sort of something that you'd never really realize. What else about the interior? Some interior lights. We have our air and heat vents somewhere in here. I don't exactly know where. I can't see them right now. We have our mirror, 2 kind of wind or sun visors. And yeah, that's about it. But I think what we're all kind of excited for is to hear it start. So in order to start it, for those of you that don't know how manuals work, at least in this car, you have to push the clutch down, and then we have our key here. You put that in and we will start it up. Do a few revs there. this car just sounds amazing. I mean, what's not exciting about that? And then we'll turn it off like that and pull the key out. So that's a pretty good view of the interior, but now I think it's time to take it for a drive. All right, we are in the 63 Stingray convertible, and now we'll try and drive it. Hopefully I don't stall. So here we go. So still working out the whole clutch and shift thing, but doing a little better than I was about 10 minutes ago. So found some nice driving roads around here, so I'm with my dad and we're driving the Corvette. So super awesome to have the wind in your hair. The power steering is pretty interesting. Not quite like the normal cars I'm used to. What? Well, yeah, sorry, no power steering. So very manual, but once you're moving it's fine, but when you're trying to go at slow speeds it requires a lot of effort, but it's pretty fun. This car kind of shows how much skill you have to have as a driver and how much more there still is for me to learn. So yeah, driving an old car is just a really awesome experience, especially when you're only used to modern cars. It's cool to get in here, and on a nice day like today, being able to put the top down, it's pretty exciting. So one other thing I forgot to add is talking about locking and unlocking the car. Obviously, again, since it's from the 60s, it's almost 60 years old, there were no power locking or remote lock. So what you do is you take the same key that you use for the ignition, you just put it in the door like this. And if you want to lock it, you turn it this way, and then that locks it. And then if you want to unlock it, you put it in again, turn it the opposite way, and then the car unlocks like that. So yeah, just thought that was pretty cool to show. So thank you very much for watching. This car was just so much fun. We got actually two different people pull up next to us and roll down their windows and tell us how much they love the car. So it's just a blast and super awesome to have driven it again. Let me know if you like it, because clearly I do have more access to this car than a lot of the other cars, you know, I've reviewed in the past. So if you like it, we can make a lot more content with this car. So let me know. But thank you very much for watching, and thank you for letting my dad, or thank you to my dad for letting me review this car. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you next time.